Let's start by setting up a Vuex store with TypeScript integration. First, we import the create store function from Vuex. Next, we define a TypeScript interface state that will represent the structure of our store's state. In this case, our state will have a single property counter of type number. We then create the Vuex store, passing a type parameter state to the create store function to ensure our store will be typed correctly. Finally, after defining the state, mutations, and actions, we export the store for use in our Vue application. Inside the create store function, we initialize the state object with a counter property set to 0. Defining state in this manner provides a clear initial state for our application, ensuring that counter is a number. Within the store configuration, we add mutations. Mutations are synchronous functions that are responsible for changing the state in Vuex. Here we define an increment mutation that takes the current state as an argument and increments the counter property. We also define actions in our store. Actions are similar to mutations but can be asynchronous. In this example, we have an increment async action which waits for 1 second before committing the increment mutation. This demonstrates how you can perform asynchronous operations and then commit a mutation upon completion. Moving on to the Vue application setup, we first import the create app function from Vue and the store that we previously exported. We also import the root component of our application, App Vue. We then create a new Vue app instance, tell Vue to use our Vuex store, and finally mount the app to the DOM element with the selector #app. Now let's see how to interact with our Vuex store within a Vue component. We begin by importing the useStore function from Vuex, which allows us to access the store instance within the setup function of our Vue component. In the setup function, we use the useStore hook to get access to our store. By passing the state type as a generic, we ensure type safety, enabling TypeScript to provide auto-completion and type checking for our store state and methods. We declare two methods within our setup function, incrementCounter and incrementCounter async. The first method commits the increment mutation directly, while the second dispatches the increment async action, showcasing both immediate and delayed state updates. Lastly, we return an object from the setup function. This object includes a computed property counter, which creates a reactive reference to the counter state in the store. We also return the methods incrementCounter and incrementCounter async, which can be used in the components template to interact with the store's state and actions.